strange.
It kind of stays on your tongue.
Not a strong flavor.
No.
Right now, I think what this really requires is some of that liver.
Yay.
Grab a piece of sashimi, hit it with a little bit of liver.
Ooh.
You don't like how that looks, do you? From here, we roll it up a little bit.
Oh.
Don't think too much. Hit it in the ponzu sauce. Something completely different.
Very soft.
Creamy. The ponzu just brightens it up. It's not that strong or that intense, I don't think. I think you should try some of the liver alone. Almost like uni, but not briny.
I love uni too. Now that you say it, it makes me like it more.
It's good. It has a little seafoodiness to it, but very mild.
It's similar to the taste of the flesh, but it has actually more flavor than the flesh.
Right here we have the stonefish hot pot. Let's take a look. Ooh.
Oh!
To make the stonefish hot pot, quickly blanch the stonefish, then wash off its slime. In a pot, arrange the fish with tofu, white cabbage, enoki mushrooms, and pea sprouts. Concoct the broth by combining bonito stock, made from dried fermented tuna, mirin, and soy sauce. Pour the broth into the fish pot and serve. Should we taste that broth?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's warm, it opens up your chest, it's inviting, it smells amazing in here. We do have some of the meat of the fish, but we also have some fins, some joints, whatever that is. So right here we have thick kind of filleted chunks. It's white, it's kind of shrunk up a little bit.
It's so light. Oh, I love that texture.
It's got like a nice bounce to it as you bite through it. It's good. This part I bet we could eat.
It's gelatinous.
When you squeeze it, it looks like there's 5 bones. We have 5 bones.
Oh.
I think we used to be stonefish.
What happened to the venom in my spine?
Okay. Oh God, did you get some off?
But barely. It's hard and it's actually basically just skin.
The skin is half gelatinous, but then part of it's like crispy, but in an exoskeleton kind of way. It tasted just fine. The texture on that was really weird.
It's like half bone, half cartilage.
A very rewarding experience. After braving Tokyo's most dangerous seafood, we're heading even further south along the coast to the countryside of Shizuoka. This is where things are about to get even weirder.
I've never seen anything so disconcerting as this.
Here, thousands of slimy eels are raised on eel farms.
Eels are slimy, but it turns out when you raise eels in a tent like this, everything is slimy. Look at that wall.
Then turned into dishes both delicious,
I've never had this dish this good.
and daring.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh, dying.
Welcome to Shizuoka, the eel capital of Japan, where unagi is not just a food, but a way of life. This region is famous for its pristine waters, ideal climate, and centuries-old eel farming traditions. That's what makes it one of the top freshwater eel producers of Japan. In a moment, we'll go to an eel farm, where we'll find out exactly what it takes to raise Japan's prized unagi.
We have entered into the eel's lair. In here, it's about 100% humidity, while outside, it's about 32 degrees. Hence the creeping fog spreading out throughout the room. Eels are slimy, but it turns out when you raise eels in a tent like this, everything is slimy. Look at that wall. Look at the ceiling. There's slime everywhere. Now, of course, a very important part of raising healthy, tasty eels is feeding them.
On the eel's dinner menu, fish paste, a mixture designed to replicate the eel's natural diet. The natural part is the fish they eat, like sardines and anchovies, though the unnatural part is the disgusting goo ball those fish are turned into.
Actually, it doesn't smell that bad. I've never seen anything so disconcerting as this. Hundreds, maybe thousands of eels, and they're so vicious. They cling to the food. They're trying to push each other out of the way, but they don't have any arms. And then they take big bites of this giant, mucky glob of fish paste.
These are Japanese eels, but in kitchens, they're called unagi, a Japanese word that simply means freshwater eel. Each year, this farm produces 60 tons of eel, satisfying a tiny portion of this country's massive eel demand. Agawa-san is here to walk me through the eel farm farming process.
Could you tell me a little bit about where we are right now?
This is the final processing facility for the eels. Here they're just resting and waiting to be transported. They have to keep them in water to ensure that they're still fresh and alive.
Returning as my guide to this country, Miss Universe Japan 2024, Kaya.
How does the eel raising process begin?
When they're in their egg, they come from the ocean first, and then when they're like almost like a tadpole, they come through the Japanese river, and that's where they get them and bring them here.
Since Japanese eels only start reproducing at 12 years of age, breeding them on farms is not cost effective. Instead, farms like this go out and catch baby eels in the wild, then raise them in a feeding pool like you saw earlier.
It's gonna take at least 6 months to fully mature into the size that we can eat, but it can also take a year and a half for some. It's like competition.
So they're not categorized according to age, it's according to their size.
Once the eels are big enough, the cozy pool they call home is drained, turning their former residence from this into this.
Moments ago, you saw me just feed the eels, and I fed them in a pool just like this. Now, this pool has just been drained, and the eels moved out of here by way of an eel super highway. The eels get sucked through a pneumatic tube, the same kind of tubes you see at your bank when you send them your money from your car. So the eels have gone from this building to another building. They thought they were flushed down the toilet for a second, and then they go, oh wait, we're okay again. For now. Hungry Japanese folks are lurking, and they want some unagi.
Farm workers pick up the eels that failed to catch the water train on time, or those that end up stuck in the mud. Then they reunite the eels with their slimy friends in a temporary holding pool, where the eels wait to be sorted.
We have come to the eel sorting center. This is awesome. Now, from that temporary pool, they get pumped up to here. This is a sorting station. This place is critical for making sure the correct eels get brought out of this place. Most of these eels are adults and they're ready to be processed and move on to the next step, which is becoming food. Here's how it works. So here we have a wooden grate. If they're small enough, they'll squeeze through. Oh, that one's not small enough. Oh, some of them get stuck. It's like a traffic jam in here. What I'm saying is if an eel is small enough, it will go through that gap and it will go into a basket and it'll be returned to a pool where it can grow even bigger. This is a pretty dicey job. These old guys working here, they're usually strapped in, and that's because it can be very slippery, and also they have to lean over. So it gives them a nice back support so they can stand like this. Good old guy posture.
The big eels that can't squeeze through the grate move all the way to the end of the line, where they're caught by a basket. The baskets are then suspended in a waiting pool to keep the selected eels alive and fresh until transport. A 30-minute truck ride takes them to a nearby processing facility, where they're mass processed into Japan's most iconic eel dish.
This place is where they sort the eels once more. So they back up a truck literally full of eels, they dump the eels out from these baskets, and they sort them out right here. Yes, we did sort the eels already, but here they do it once again with even more detail. In the front section, we have medium, here we have large, and over here we have the smallest eels. So the biggest, thickest, baddest eels are right here in this middle section.